wormhole. Let's go! And we're back, baby. What's up to all of my lovely people out there? I am milkywayflier, giving you a galaxy of games, reactions, and reviews. And we're back at it again with my reaction to Deep Space Nine Season 7, Episode 2, Shadows and Symbols. This episode is going to be amazing. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wonderfully, I think, beautiful, because we're transitioning from one trill to the next, from Jadzia to a whole new person who has the symbiote, and Benjamin has to encounter the old man all over again, and it's going to be something to behold, because I am not exactly ready for this, but here we are, and hopefully we're going to see Quark, Bashir, O'Brien, General Murtaugh, and Worf all come together to help Jadzia's soul spirit get into Stovacor. So that's going to be interesting. I'm sure funny. If Quark comes, I don't know if he comes, but I'm pretty sure he's going to come, because why not? Why not have him come on this crazy ride? So we get to see that. And then we also hopefully finally get to understand exactly why Sisko was chosen to be the emissary. His mom has something to do with the prophets, because the prophets are directing Sisko to his mom, who he didn't know was his mom, and now he realizes she's dead, and he's going to go seek out her image in the sand with the new trill. So it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be cool. And without further delay, let's get to it. Let's go.
Dax, I can't believe it.
I can hardly believe it myself, but I'm Dax. I mean, I'm not Jadzia Dax. I'm Ezri Dax.
She low-key sounds like her. No, go away. No, I'm just playing. She seems like she's gonna be a cool person.
I knew that if there was anyone who could help me through this, it would be you.
So is she gonna stay throughout the season? I'm surprised the Trill aren't helping her.
It'll be just like old times. Except different.
I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this. I think she's gonna do a great job. And the thing is, really, she isn't supposed to be playing Jadzia. She is playing an entirely different person. So I think that does help with her her transition into the show. Now, if she was supposed to play Jadzia, that would be a different story entirely. But yeah, the joining of the Trill, the way she was joined in, is very similar, spoiler alert, to Discovery, and how Adira was able to receive the Trill as a human. Because she was on the spaceship, they were on the spaceship, and they had a boyfriend, who literally was killed in an accident in a spaceship, and there was no other choice but to have the symbiote join with them. So very similar.
Yeah, Josh.
Quark, son of Keldor.
Oh my gosh.
Did I come at a bad time?
Absolutely.
But I just wish I could stop thinking about Tarius.
Tarius Dax, he was one of the previous hosts, wasn't he?
He died in the shuttle.
Okay, lady, calm down. Calm down. Oh, somebody needs to help her. I think she's just maybe overthinking all of this.
Assistant ship's counselor.
You're a therapist?
Is it that surprising? You know, I wasn't always this confused. Before I was joined, I was considered to be a very promising young officer.
Am I getting the feeling that those two might eventually like each other? I don't know. Just a thought, throwing it out there, maybe.
The war effort is a Romulans.
That's a harsh way to put it.
But it's the truth, isn't it?
How?
I'm gonna set up a blockade.
If you do that, Colonel, you'll have a fight on your hands.
Then we'll fight.
A fight you can't win.
Don't underestimate the Bajorans, dude. You've already failed once at actually thoroughly sifting through the reasons as to why the Romulans wanted to be on the moon in the first place. And now you're just like, well, can't do nothing about it. No, no. I love it when they go off planet. I just like seeing the various environments that they come up with for them to be on. Again, the clothing looks like the clothing from Discovery Episode 1, with the hoods and the deserts.
Provide a fitting welcome for Jadzia.
The things we do for love.
Quark really does need to shut his mouth. Why? Nobody asked you to come on here. This is like the most selfish I've seen Quark in a long time. Nobody asked you to come here. Now, if they turn around and say that he should be thankful, that's crazy.
I think we should stick together.
Hey, Dad! How you doing back there? Never
And
better.
this man is struggling. This man is struggling hard. That man's about one step away from tumbling to the ground. Uh-oh, the Cardassians, they're getting ready
It's only a
to
matter of time until we break through enemy lines.
instigate. Man, that's some thick drink right there. That is thick. That's like syrup.
This is Siana. We met at the dinner last night honoring Legate Hovat.
Damar, you and I have things to discuss.
Where you said, I am tired of you, Damar. Tired.
Romulan warbird.
You sound like Admiral Ross.
Well, I was hoping that our relationship was going to be a long and happy one, but I suppose.
I love seeing them together.
And I'm hoping they don't call your bluff.
It's a bold move, but it might just work. That lady seems like she has a little bit of sense. The lieutenant lady, Romulan lady. Come on.
Sure you don't want to go back up to the runabout?
We started this together.
Sisko, slow down. You don't owe him nothing, Grandpa Sisko. Not your life, at least.
He'll be arriving in 8 hours with much-needed medical supplies for the hospital complex.
Medical supplies.
Start using warbirds to deliver medical supplies.
We want to make sure they arrive safely.
Well, if they try to
And the Admiral's just sitting there like she is over him and he not her.
You're concerned?
Aren't you?
Not really. The Colonel is a brave woman, but she's not stupid.
She can be reckless though, so
She's bluffing.
she's willing to take it far. She reminds me of Michael Burnham sometimes. They're both strategic, wise, patient, yet at times they can be awfully reckless. But the recklessness pays off for both of them, you know? They're smart in all their different ways.
And Jadzia was a member of your house.
And these men were her friends. They honor her with
Well, Quark is acting like a real idiot. It's not Worf's duty to appease Quark.
I wanted it to be my gift to her.
I think Quark just needs a good little slap. And that would make me very happy for him in this moment.
I have never heard Worf apologize to anyone.
I don't think he needed to apologize.
Benjamin,
I said put down the pencil. Put it down.
That's Damar. That's Damar. Wait, what? Who is he? And how is he connected to Sisko in this time?
To rest.
Oh, I don't need to rest. I need to tell my stories.
You were doing so well, Benny. Making real progress.
Oh, wow, nice. They threw him into a psych ward? Dang. I love this connection to Far Beyond the Stars.
They are too dangerous.
But too dangerous to home.
To you. This world you've created, this deep...
It's just as real.
Authorized to seek a negotiated settlement.
Which
the
is,
government has made its position quite clear.
get off our moon. And the thing is, all they have to do is take the weapons off the moon.
The ejection has the right trajectory to destroy the shipyard. Well, how do we do that?
We have to get closer, much closer.
How do we do that?
Ben?
Got to cover it up. Bury it.
Ben, what are you doing?
Oh, why is he fighting this? Why is he fighting himself?
There are 3 Jem'Hadar ships approaching, bearing 005, Mach 190.
Suggest you work quickly, Chief.
Come on, you got this. Let's get our girl into Stovakar.
Move!
No, listen to me! You promised Jadzia you would make things right. Well, now is your chance. Open the box, Ben.
Open the box. Got him. Write your story, sir. Open the box. What is that? Did that release the prophets? Did that open the wormhole? What is this? What's happening? Wormhole. Let's go. And we're back, baby.
The wormhole. It's back.
On screen.
Yeah. Sisko can return to the station now.
The channel to all Bajoran ships.
Retreat. Fall back.
And prepare to fire on my command.
Oh. Not what I thought she was going to say.
Full impulse.
Ferengi up, Court. Come on. Ferengi up. Ooh. Disintegrated. Kapla. I just want to see her transition to Stovercore. Can we do that? Can we see that? I think Jadzia is going to have the time of her life in Stovercore.
You can blink now, Colonel. You've won. Senator Kretek has agreed to remove the weapons from...
Good. They shouldn't have been there in the first place. This man is utterly useless.
The Costamosian tried to stop you with a false vision, but you did not waver.
Nope, he did not.
Fulfilled your destiny.
That's it? Destiny done?
No wonder she walked out on my father. She didn't choose him. You did.
But Sisko would prefer different answers.
I think he kind of just prefer you didn't do that.
Must have been some warp experience.
I'll tell you about it someday.
Can we get our guy back on the station? Let's go. Captain Sisko, Captain Sisko, Captain Sisko. He returns. Man, the Bajorans should be happy, and they really are happy. Oh, the children.
Things couldn't get more interesting.
And Jadzia and Kira were friends. Oh, so many things happened in this episode. Oh my goodness, good golly. So many things happened in this episode. I don't even know where to start. Okay, if I'm going to start somewhere, it's going to be Stovercore. Stovercore, we finally got Jadzia into Stovercore. I am so happy that the mission worked out and it was able to advance the war efforts as well. So that wasn't bad either. What I truly disliked about this part of the story with Stovercore, Worf, and all the other people, so Worf and friends, is that Worf felt the need and was pressured to apologize to Quark. Mind you, Bashir and O'Brien, they weren't really doing anything. It was Quark who was really being a nuisance and a freaking thorn in everyone's side. Clearly, Worf is hurting way more than everybody else because that was his freaking wife. And Worf is just trying to usher his wife's spirit and soul into Stovercore, and Quark is just literally grating on everybody's nerves. And then they pressure Worf into apologizing. If I'm seeing something that is clearly in front of me, somebody let me know. But I don't see a reason as to why Worf had to apologize to Quark and say, you know, I'm happy you are here. How about Quark just be quiet, sit to the side, and help in any way he can without saying, I loved Jadzia as much as anybody else on this ship. Dude, she was not your wife. She was your friend. But she was not your wife. She was not your partner. She was no way in any means as intimate as she was with Worf with you. That's it. That's it. So I didn't like that he had to apologize. It didn't seem he owed no one anything. Yeah. Number 2, we have Jadzia. Well, we have Dax back. And I think it's going to be so cool seeing how this Dax interacts with every single person on the station. And I had to remember for a second that Jadzia and Kira were best friends. They literally shared everything with each other. But now Kira is facing this person who has all the memories of a friendship that is no longer present. So I'm trying to figure out how that's going to work. Not to mention Worf seeing someone who has the memories of his wife inside of them. That in itself is probably going to be very frustrating for this man. But at least he got his wife into Stavropol. Hopefully that helps. And I'm kind of thinking that Jake and this Dax, I don't remember her first name. I'm thinking that this Dax and Jake may have a relationship because he seems like he likes her and they're around the same age, I think. But that's just what I'm feeling is happening. I don't know if that's something that is going to happen. It's just a vibe that I'm getting. But all in all, with this new Dax, I think she's interesting. She's intriguing. I want to know more about her. Very exciting that she's a counselor, or a ship counselor. That's going to be a really cool way for her to use those skills in reconnecting or disconnecting with people from Jadzia's life. I think those psychological skills of learning how to grieve someone and how to move on and transition is going to be very imperative in all of the interactions she takes. And I think she's going to be able to help a lot of people understand their emotions and move on from there, move from that point forward. So that's gonna be pretty cool that we have her as a counselor as well. So she is a different person, but she's fully aware of, should be, at least was learning to be fully aware of aliens' mental psyche. So that's just gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty cool. And finally, number 3. The Sisko is now back on the station. The way the prophets made him is actually really, really interesting because they had to have known who he was before they decided to make who he is, if that makes sense. They had to know who he was, the plan they had for him, and then orchestrate all this together. So that means that the development biologically in nature-wise, nurture-wise, needed to be in that environment. He needed that nature and he needed that nurture. And they developed it and they orchestrated it all, which is pretty cool. I love that we are finally getting information as to why the Sisko was chosen to be the emissary and how he is really corporeal. That's crazy. And it makes sense that his mom walked out on his dad. She didn't choose. And I'm glad that he said that because it is revelational to him, I'm sure, because first of all, he didn't know he had another mom. Well, he knew because apparently that was his stepmother and he knew that was his stepmother. But now he isn't left wondering why she didn't want him because technically she never wanted what she had because it was forced upon her. It was very much forced upon her. And then she left it and was found dead. I'm curious as to how that happened. But we have Sisko back on the station and he is fully beloved again because he has brought the prophets back and the kids are running up to him, which is always cool. And I love hearing in the background of the crowd, the emissary, the emissary, the emissary. That's always just fun to hear because in that moment, I see in connection with Sisko's smile, his appreciation for the role he has stepped into. He has fully enveloped and embraced this role, and it's just awesome to see him step into his destiny. And we got to see Damar outside of the Cardassian makeup. That was pretty cool. I recognized his voice immediately, and it was really nice to see that because did we see him in Far Beyond the Stars? I love that connection, by the way. I love the connection of seeing Benny and seeing a bit of progression of his storyline and how he's now in a psych ward because, he lost it a little bit. He lost it a lot of it. But yeah, it was nice to see that connection and to see where Benny is nowadays. But I love seeing Damar. I love the Far Beyond the Stars connection. And just overall, I really enjoyed the second part to this season 7 premiere. It is a very, very promising start to the season. And I think it's only going to get more amazing, more chaotic for them as we go along the way. All right, guys, let me know in the comments below. What did you think of the new Dax after you watched this episode? Me? I'm intrigued. I'm excited to see what she can do on the screen. I'm excited to see how she plays with all the other characters. I think she's going to be pretty awesome. But let me know in the comments below, what did you think of this new Dax, the new old man, when you first saw her when you watched this? All right, guys, I am milkywayflier, giving you a galaxy of games, reactions, and reviews for the stories they tell and the worlds they leave behind. I will see you in the next video. Peace.